Hi, fifth graders. We are going to continue with our geometry and 3D shapes today. So yesterday we learned a lot about prisms. Today we are going to learn more about pyramids. So just like yesterday, make sure that you are going to your table of contents, writing in today's date, March 23rd. And today we're going to do solid figures, pyramids. So make sure you write that in your table of contents. And then when you are done, we will move on. Okay, so today's will be a little bit shorter because we've already gone over our vocabulary, and so we know what faces and vertices and edges are. What we're going to do today is look at them on pyramids. Now, a pyramid, unlike a prism, does not have two bases, it just has one base. So the first one we're looking at today here is a triangular pyramid. So here's a pyramid, and it has a triangle on the bottom. This is a triangular pyramid. What you're going to notice about pyramids is that all of the sides are going to be triangles as well. So a pyramid has one base, and then it has triangles as its other faces that meet at a common vertex. So all of our triangles that make up our faces meet at one common vertex at the top. That makes this a pyramid. So now this one is a triangular pyramid because the base is a triangle. In this shape right here, you can see it's a triangle. So it has three sides and it's a triangular pyramid. Again, you're going to be writing triangular pyramid right here on your chart. And then we're going to use that three sides to help us. So just like with the prisms, the shape of the base is going to help us know the number of faces, vertices, and edges. Here's what that net looks like when we open it up. So you can see all of our faces on a triangular pyramid are triangles. You can see that here as well when I open it up. So because our base is a triangle, we have one face that is our base, and then because it's a triangle and triangle has three sides, we will have three triangles as faces that come up to meet our common vertex. So when we find the faces of a pyramid, we take the number of sides of the base and we add one, because the number of sides is how many triangles we will need. Because the base is a triangle, we'll need three triangles on the side, and then we have plus our base. So the number of faces on a triangular pyramid is 4. For the number of vertices, we say, okay, well, a triangle has 3 corners, right? So our base has 1, 2, 3 vertices, and then one common vertex at the top. So we would have 3 vertices plus 1 vertex at the top, 4 vertices total. Again, we use that 3 for the number of edges. So we say a triangle has 3 sides, so our base has 1, 2, 3 edges, and then we have 3 edges on the triangles that are the faces that meet around the side. So we're going to do 3 on the bottom plus 3 on the side. So we're going to do 3 times 2 is 6 edges. Make sure you have all of those written, and then we will do our next type of pyramid. Our next type of pyramid is a square pyramid, and I'm saying it's a square pyramid because I look at the base right here and it is a square. The base is a square which has 4 sides, so this is a square pyramid. I have one of those as well right here. The bottom is a square. Okay, if I open that up, it looks like that. You can look at mine and you can see here's my pyramid. When I open it up for the net, all of the faces that make that are right here. So again, we're going to use the number of sides right here. Because our base is a square, and a square has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, we are going to need 4 triangles around the side, 1 for each side of that square. So we have 4 faces plus our 1 base. That's going to tell us how many faces. 4 triangles plus our base, so we have 5 faces. Vertices is very similar. We know that the bottom of our triangle is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices, and then a pyramid always has one common vertex at the top. So 4 plus 1 is 5 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number of edges, we again use the shape of our base to help us. A square has 4 sides, so we're going to have 4 edges on our base, and then we're going to have the 4 edges that make our triangles that come up to the top. So we're going to have, right here, 4 times 2, 8 edges. Make sure you have all of those written before we move to our next one. Now our next one, I'm going to look at the base again. So when I look at this base, I see it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. That means the base is a pentagon. I know it's a pyramid because then around this, there's only one base, and around the side, I see triangles meeting at a common vertex. So it is a pentagonal pyramid. So you make sure you're writing that in your chart. Because it has 5 sides, it helps me with the number of faces. So here you can see a pentagon right in the middle. And then because a pentagon has 5 sides, we have 5 triangular faces. So we have our 5 triangles plus our 1 base, 6 faces. Vertices, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom because it's a pentagon on the base, plus our 1 at the top. 5 plus 1 is 6 vertices. Then our number of edges is going to be, once again, because it's a pentagon and a pentagon has 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the base, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 5 triangles that make up the side of our pentagonal pyramid. 5 times 2 is 10 edges. Okay, make sure you have all of this written, the equations, the final number, the name, and then we're going to do our next one. So again, in order to figure out what shape this is, I look for the bases. It only has 1 base, so I know it's a pyramid. And that base has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. A hexagon has 6 sides, so this is a hexagon, a hexagonal pyramid. Those 6 sides in the base help us figure out the number of faces. So again, because that base has 6 sides, we're going to need 6 triangular faces plus our base. So 6 plus 1 is 7 faces. The number of vertices, again, we're going to have 6 along the bottom base, 6 corners in our hexagon, plus the 1 vertex at the top, so 7 vertices. And then we have the number of edges. Again, because it is a hexagon and a hexagon has 6 sides, we're going to have 6 along the base and then 6 for all the triangles around the side. 6 times 2 is 12 edges. Make sure you have everything written. And now we have our last one. I look at the base to help me figure out what the shape is. There's only 1 base, so it's a pyramid, and it meets at a common vertex, so it's a pyramid. And this base has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. An octagon has 8 sides. This is an octagonal pyramid. I use that for my number of faces. That means I'm going to have 8 triangles around the side, plus our base, and 8 plus 1 is 9, so there are 9 faces. The number of vertices, again, there are 8 corners on our base, and then the 1 common vertex at the top. So 8 plus 1 is 9 vertices. And then the number of edges, there are going to be 8 around the base, and then 8 for our 8 triangles around the side. 8 times 2 is 16 edges. Make sure your entire chart is filled out. The name of each pyramid, the equations to figure out the number of faces, vertices, and edges for each type of pyramid. Then for your assignment today, you're going to do the same thing you did yesterday, but with pyramids. So you're going to name the solid by looking at the shape of the base and the shapes of the rest of the faces. So this is a pyramid because it has triangles around the side and it has a common vertex at the top. And then I look at the base and say it's a triangular pyramid because there's a triangle at the bottom. So you would, in yours, you would just click there and type triangular pyramid. And then you would use that to help you figure out the number of faces. Well, that means there's going to be one face at the bottom plus the 3 faces that have to come up from the 3 sides of our triangle, so 4 faces. And then you highlight each edge of the shape by dragging the pink lines to cover each edge and then put the number of edges in the table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now notice mine aren't perfect, that's okay, as long as you can tell where they're supposed to be, okay? So there were 6 edges, and then put a star on each vertex in the shape, and then put the number of vertices in the table. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vertices. So you will do this one, and then you will do more different types of pyramids, name them, the number of faces, edges, and vertices. Again, like yesterday, you will use the line tool to drag the correct name to the correct shape. And then you will answer a few questions about some solid figures. And then submit your slides when you're done.